basically what I'm doing here, in simplest terms, I'm heating water up and I'm cooling it down, but in between there's some lavender. So the pot that you see there, that's filled with water, and I'm boiling that. The steam will rise up through this chute here, and this line here to this line here, it's all filled with the flowers. Kind of close to the flower as possible is ideal. But then again, it's kind of a hack and slash process. You want to be effective and get as much as you can, so we can get to distilling as quick as possible. So the steam will kind of bombard the lavender over and over. While it does so, it will melt or sap, whichever you prefer, the oil from the plants. It'll run through this Hershey's Kiss-like thing here, and along this pipe into this vat of water. This vat of water I've got to constantly cool down because it gets really, really hot. The steam heats the pipes heats the water. But I'm trying to reverse that. I'm trying to have the cold water cool down the pipes, the cool pipes cool down the gas side. And so basically what happens, it'll turn the gas into its liquid state. And now at the very back here, this is the end result. So there's a very, very thin line of oil on top. And then the rest of this translucent liquid that you see here, that's all hydrosol. Hydrosol is just a fancy word for flower water. In this case, it's lavender. So the hydrosol shares a lot of the qualities the oil has, just to a lesser extent. It's very useful stuff. You can think of it as a diluted oil almost. We use it as a main ingredient in our sprays and soaps, that kind of stuff. And then this oil, the very thin line of yellow on top, that's all I've collected since 9 o'clock this morning. So it's a very, very precious substance that you can see there. At the end of the day, I might be lucky to expect half a juice box worth of oil at the end of the day. And then afterwards, it also has to sit for about a year until it's ready for any use, similar to wine that has to cure. So yeah, there's that. And then this pasty stuff here, this is rye flour and water. It's kind of weird, like pudding. Basically, I put it around the outsides here, and it'll seal the steam within the equipment, maintaining the pressure. Cool. So now, if you want to watch me refill the lavender, usually I stutter and I'm terrible at speaking while I do so. So.
Room on the shelf. And this stuff, did you talk about the rye paste?
I did.
Okay, yeah, so that's what Turner's going to do. And
I get a crazy facial every time I open that.
I bet you do. Worst things you could have steaming up in your face.
You definitely don't want to taste it though. It's disgusting.
So, at the end of the day,
Yes.
that little tiny bit of oil on the top, separate it from the hydrosol.
so what happens is we open the spigot here, all the hydrosol flows out, and then just visually we slow it down to just a trickle until the oil comes down here into this part. So that's the purpose of this Essentria, is to just allow us to separate the hydrosol from the oil and then to take them off separately. So we'll put the hydrosol into a beaker until it's all off, and then the last little bit will go directly into an oil cage, into an oil bottle cage. Yeah, I hadn't really.
I've
in
never
fact,
been able to make that work, though. That's why I wondered.
yeah, I think that will.
But that's
avoid
way
that.
more precise.
Yes, this is considerably more precise. Yeah.